So what makes it so hard to be a landlord in Ontario? After all, you just find a tenant, sign a lease, and the money comes in. Well, it's not that simple. Because in Ontario, and in most provinces, well, all provinces of Canada, rental regulations are highly regulated. Not just how much you can raise the rent, but how to evict a tenant, what terms and conditions you can agree to, how you enter the unit, what happens if you want to move back in, what sort of lease you have to use. All of those things are highly regulated. Some landlords think, or some new landlords think, well, I can get around all this, I just won't have a written lease. I'll just have a verbal lease. Doesn't matter, because the Residential Tenancies Act, which is the name of the law, applies to all tenancies except those with a few exceptions. For instance, if you're in jail or in a hospital, the Residential Tenancies Act doesn't apply. If the tenants are required to share either a kitchen or a bathroom with the landlord or a member of the landlord's family who's living there, then the RTA, the Residential Tenancies Act, doesn't apply. But in all other cases, it does apply. And there's a standard government lease you must use. And on that lease, it has all sorts of conditions and terms that you can't bargain away. You can't contract out of. And yes, the lease allows you to add some additional terms at the end of the standard government lease. But if you put any provision in there that is not harmonious, that does not work with the Residential Tenancies Act, that clause has no force or effect. That clause is void. So you may say the landlord can come in whenever they want, or you may say the tenant has to move out after a year, or you may say the rent can go up by 10% a year. You can say anything you want, but if it's not consistent with the Residential Tenancies Act, then your provisions cannot be enforced and the tenant doesn't have to follow them. So it's not easy because most of the rules are governed by the Residential Tenancies Act. We'll tell you more next time.